What's up, Fruitful investors? In this video, I'm gonna share with you the blueprint on how to become a real estate millionaire. So I've been investing in real estate for about 12 years now, and I've done pretty well. I'm a multimillionaire. I did so by the age of 30, and I started at the age of 22, so not that long, but it could have been done much faster if I would have had someone give me the blueprint that I'm gonna give you guys right now. So number one, what I want you guys to do, and this is pretty much, by the way, the same kind of path that I chose or I did, and I have helped so many other clients and partners, so I know it works. It's worked for me, and it's just proven and boring and all about strategy. So there's nothing really fancy to it. It's boring, but you guys know me. I love boring. I love making money while I sleep, while I travel, all that nice boring stuff. So let's get into it. Number one, I want you guys to start with buy and hold. Now I know it's not the sexiest thing. You know, you guys are probably watching the HGTV shows, the flipping houses, quick cash, kind of like stock market or cryptocurrency, whatever. It's just quick cash, right? Well, we want to kind of stay away from quick cash, at least at the beginning when you're starting off, because we don't want you guys making a mistake. Like I said, we want boring, and most importantly, the whole reason why we do real estate and my whole philosophy is I want to get rich for sure, not maybe. So I do the boring, easy stuff. So that's what I'm all about. So I want you guys to start with buy and hold. Why we do that? Because you can make so many mistakes, and yes, you will make mistakes. If you're a beginner investor and you're buying your first couple properties, I can almost guarantee you're gonna make mistakes, but that's okay. If you make mistakes in buy and hold, most of the time, it's really not a big deal. For example, you overpay for a property. Right now, when I release this video, we are likely at the top of the market. It's a boom phase. Everybody's going crazy. Real estate's probably at an all-time high. We'll see. We can't predict the future, but it's fair to say we're definitely in a boom phase. But who cares? If you overpay, if you over renovate, if you buy maybe in the wrong area and you're getting some bad tenants, okay, no big deal. With buy and hold, we can just hold that property a little longer. So you overpay by 30 grand. That sucks. Hold it for 2, 3, maybe 4 more years than you anticipated doing that. You'll still make money. I can almost guarantee it if you're buying in good quality areas in North America that have economic fundamentals. And I got a ton of other videos on that, on what to look for, on where to buy. I'm not gonna do that in this video, but if you're buying in the right areas and you just hold the property, you can kind of mask all the mistakes that a beginner investor is likely gonna make. Over renovate, overpay, get the wrong tenant, they smash the house, they don't pay rent, right? All the horror story stuff, no big deal. If we do those mistakes on your first flip, you overpay, you over renovate, you're gonna lose, right? Because your main and possibly only strategy is to sell that property 60 days from now. So that's where you get in trouble. Buy and holds, you don't get into that much trouble. So I want you guys to start with buy and holds, and I want you guys to buy 10 properties or until you're at the 1 million net worth. Okay, so why do I want you guys to buy at least 10 properties? Well, if you renovate or go through the buying process of 10 properties, you renovate 10 properties, you have 10 tenants with property managers, by this point, you're running a business. You probably have a property manager taking over all the properties, I would hope, by this point. So you're learning the skills of outsourcing and managing other people. Like I said, you've renovated probably all 10 of these, so you have experience now with contractors. You've probably gone through all the stuff where they've stolen from you or screwed you or took longer than they said they would. You know, all the stuff that comes with learning, with being a real estate investor. At this point, you're pretty savvy, right? You would have to be to own 10 properties. That's really impressive. And the net worth, why that's important, you'll see in the next step. I just want you guys to be comfortable and have the ability to possibly retire, or now you're kind of unstoppable. We still want to be careful and strategic. Like, that's what I'm all about, is just being boring and strategic. But by this point, with a 1 million net worth, you're kind of unstoppable. You can make mistakes at this point and lose 30 grand here, 50 grand there. We don't want to do that. But if it does happen, okay, you're very comfortable and in a good position to kind of weather those storms. And now at this point, what we want to really do is double down on the social media. So if you guys don't know my story, right, I've built my entire real estate business all on social media, mainly here on YouTube. So every partner, I always say this, every partner that I've ever attracted into my business has come from YouTube, doing these videos right here. So I show the before and afters of my properties. I do these whiteboard videos to teach you guys and build authority, to share my knowledge so that people trust me and want to invest with me. So I'll say it again. All my partners have come from YouTube. I've raised over $30 million at this point from fucking YouTube and Instagram. It's mind blowing, but mostly YouTube. So I want you guys to get to the future. This is the future, okay? So going to the networking meetings and shaking hands, hey, my name's Matt, I buy properties in Kitchener, wanna invest with me? That's bullshit. It doesn't work anymore. People can see through that. We don't wanna be sold to anymore. We've gone through the 80s and the 90s of the car salesman with the shitty suit jacket doing his pitch. We don't wanna do that, especially millennials, and we're the biggest population coming into the market now. Millennials don't trust that shit, okay? So you need to get to them and other people through social media, which is a much more efficient way anyway, right? Right now I'm shooting this video. It's gonna take me, I don't know, 10 minutes or so to film this. My guy's gonna edit it, but it took me probably a half an hour in the terms of like making the video script and then shooting this video. But this video is working for me 24/7, 365. This video right here is gonna bring me partners. I can almost guarantee it. It always does. So that's why you wanna double down on social media. My script just fell. All right, so the social media, we wanna double down on that. It's just the fastest way to grow your business. Number two, once you've got the 1 million net worth and you got the 10 properties, like I said, now you're at a savvy point. You're an actual real estate investor, entrepreneur, business owner. You know how to run a business by this point and you know how to renovate. So now I want you guys to get into the flipping. Okay, so we got the passive income part of our portfolio, the boring net worth working in the back. Now we wanna build the active income part of our business. And when you got those two going, oh, it's a beautiful thing. So flipping is absolutely amazing, but like I always say, it's really best suited only for veteran or strategic investors, not newbies. So if you're a first-time investor, I don't recommend flipping at all. I know some of you guys probably will. Watch my videos, learn how to do it, but I strongly urge you not to. Do it later when it's got the 1 million net worth, and now you're gonna find out why. So the goal is I want you to flip 10 properties a year. Okay, now you're probably like, oh man, that sounds insane. It is. But I'll show you how to do it in all my other videos, but we'll dive into it a little bit here. So I want you guys to flip 10 properties a year. I want you guys to make 40K net on each one. That's gonna gross you 400K a year. Not bad, not bad. And then you're gonna pay probably, to get this 100K, on the very high side, but let's always be high, you're gonna spend 100K in marketing to find these motivated sellers who will sell to you. So you're actually gonna net 300K a year net. Not bad, right? That's a pretty good life, I would say so. So the reason why we wait is, like I said, if we do a flip and at this point you're pretty savvy, but mistakes happen, things happen, the market changes. If you lose 30K on a flip, 50K, something like that, that's horrible. That sucks. I know it's gonna have some pain, but if you have $1 million net worth, is it really a big deal? Not really. You'll recover, you'll do it again, you'll make it up on the next project. If you were a first-time investor and you did a flip, you overpaid, bought in the wrong area, paid too much, etc., and you lose 30K, you're never gonna do it again. You're gonna say, fuck real estate, I should have never listened to that Fruitful investor guy on YouTube. I know it was horse shit, I shouldn't have done it. Okay, we don't want you to do that. Real estate is almost a guaranteed and tried and true way to make money and get wealthy, so I want you guys to do it strategically. Buy and holds first, flipping second. This is what the overall general business looks like. 10 properties a year, 40K each, 400K gross, spend 100K in marketing. I talk a lot about how to do the marketing in other videos. Go check those out, or else this video will be like 60 minutes, which you guys might enjoy, but I like to get you guys quick stuff. So once you got the flipping business rolling and you're buying more properties, now we're probably into year 10 maybe, right? It took you 5 years, 7 years to kind of build those 10 properties for the buy and hold. Now we're flipping for 3 years or so, we're rolling. We're at the 7-10 year mark of being a real estate investor. So number 3 in the blueprint, it's time to sell some properties. So those buy and holds that you bought, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years ago when you first started, it's time to start selling those off and doing what with it? Well, one of the strategies I like is private lending. So I like private lending because it just gets me like a lot of passive income, like a ridiculous amount every single month. It's incredibly boring. It doesn't get any more boring. We're just lending money to other investors that we trust on their flips, or just second mortgages in general to anybody. But we're making that cash flow coming every month with no tenants, no toilets, no problems, no property managers, no employees. It's just straight cash flow right into your pocket. So let's say we sell, you've bought 10 properties. Let's say we sold 4 of them. Right, we sold 4, and from each of those 4, you made 100K over those 7 years of holding it. That's a pretty realistic amount. Okay, so now we have 400K just cash after tax. You paid your taxes, you got 400K net, and I want you guys to private lend that at a realistic rate of 12% annually, which is gonna equal you 4K per month, just from private lending. Now, keep in mind, you're still flipping in the meantime, right? You're still making about 30, 40K a month on average throughout the year. If you're doing 10 flips, you still got the buy and holds working for you. You still got some of those, and you're making 4K every single month like clockwork. It's just boring. Okay, so you can see the blueprint is like foolproof. This is exactly what I'm doing on a much bigger scale, but this is exactly what I'm doing to a T. And number 4, the last step of the blueprint. Ooh, what was that? I don't know how to write. I want you guys to double down, triple down, quadruple down on this system and keep it rolling even faster. Now you're attracting more partners because you've done so many flips. People are following you on Instagram and social media and YouTube. They're just throwing money at you. I want to invest with you, Joe. Steve, I need to invest with you. Susie, let me invest with you. I've been watching your YouTube. I need to invest with you. That's exactly how it works. It's exactly how it works for me in my business. And now we're just quadrupling down and the whole system keeps turning, making money. Super boring, super strategic, super effective. Anyway, guys, that's the video. If you liked it, if you learned anything, smash that like button. Also hit that subscribe button so we can see more of each other. I'll see you in the next video.